What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I realized last week that I uploaded a self-love video and just 5 different practical ways that we can kind of practice self-love, and I realized that I talked about journaling, but not everybody journals. So diving into journaling can be a little bit intimidating, especially when you don't know where to start. So in this video I will be giving you guys 25 different prompts that just to kind of get your self-love journaling journey going on how to practice self-love and how to get to know yourself a little bit. So keep watching. So number one is, what are 10 things that you're really good at? So you could just jot down some, or you can kind of write some examples. This should give you about a page or so in your journal, depending on how much you want to write. Maybe a few more pages if you want to give kind of some examples, or you can just jot them down. Kind of like a starting, breaking the ice kind of thing for your journaling. Number two, what are 5 physical features that you love about yourself without any shadow of a doubt? So we are very quick to pick out the things about ourselves that we do not like. So pick 5 things about yourself that you do love about yourself. And we're talking features, okay? Physicals, like physicalities, okay? Not personalities or anything like that. Something physically, when you look at yourself in the mirror, what are some things that you do like about yourself? Number 3, what are your 3 strongest qualities? This is not physicality. We're talking about stuff that you're good at, stuff that is one of your strong points. For example, if you're a good listener, if you have a good personality, if you're easygoing, if you're easy to get along with, just, different things like that. Number 4, write out your ideal vision for your dream life. So if money was not an issue, what would your dream life be? Number 5, what are 3 goals that you want to accomplish by the end of this year? 2020 is kind of up in the air right now because there's so much stuff going on, and it was kind of one of those things that when 2020 was coming, we're like, this is going to be my year. It's still your year, okay? Even with everything going on, remember that everything going on in our nation right now, this is temporary. This will not be forever. So do not lose sight of your vision, your goals, your dreams, everything that you had at the beginning of 2020. What are 3 things that are so important to you to accomplish by the end of this year? Number 6, write out a gratitude list of the things that you are thankful for. Number 7, write out 10 positive affirmations. So an affirmation is just a reminder of the things that you're good at. Basically, an affirmation is pretty much a compliment. So writing out 10 compliments about yourself. Number 8, write out 5 of your personality traits. Number 9, this one is tricky, but how can you love yourself more? So maybe there's something that you're lacking in your life, that you're not showing enough love for yourself. So what are some things that you can kind of scramble together and put some words together to try to figure out, how can I love myself more? How can I take care of myself more? Whether it could be even something as small as, I'm going to take some time in the evening and I'm going to put on a face mask and I'm going to relax and I'm going to take some time for me, or I'm going to read that book that I've always wanted to read, or I'm going to take 30 minutes and I'm going to get my body active and I'm going to get outside. Whatever those things are, how you can love yourself more, what are those things? Number 10, write out a perfect morning routine and stick to it. Okay, so for this one, kind of keep account, maybe even give yourself a week, okay? So write out your perfect morning routine, how you want to stick to it, and what it would look like, and then challenge yourself for that week to follow through, and then kind of revert back to your journals. Take notes every single day, maybe just to kind of keep yourself accountable, and then see if it brings any change in your life. Were you able to stick to it? Did you fall kind of off? Like, kind of keep account of that, and then after that week, try to keep it a reputable pattern to where you're making it more of a lifestyle than just something that is ideal. Journal prompt 11, write out things that you forgive yourself for. I know a lot of times that we forgive ourselves, but then it kind of comes back and it trickles back into our memory, and then we relive it again. So remind yourself what you forgave yourself for and keep it in the past. Forgive yourself over and over again, even if you have to write it down that you forgive yourself for blank. It doesn't have power over you, and that you do fully forgive yourself 110%, and that you keep yourself accountable to remember the things that you forgave yourself for. Journal prompt 12. What are 3 ways that you can take actionable steps into your dreams? So you know what your dream is. You have this vision for your life. What are 3 things that you're going to challenge yourself with to do to accomplish that goal? Number 13, what do you love most about your life? Currently, your current situation, not before, not in the future. What do you love about your life right now? Number 14, how can you improve your mindset so that you do love yourself more? So negative thinking, like I talked about before, what are the things that you think about whenever you have this negative mindset over yourself, or maybe you're not forgiving yourself for something? What does that mindset look like, and how can you eliminate it? Number 15, write yourself a love letter. I know this seems kind of silly, but write yourself a love letter. Yourself to yourself. Think about it. What are some stuff that you would want to hear? What is stuff that you have been longing to hear about yourself? Write it down. Write it to yourself. Number 16, write out 15 compliments to yourself. This is a little hard, but write out 15 compliments that you can give to yourself. This may be physically, emotionally, whatever you pick. Compliment yourself in any way, shape, or form, and write out 15 of these. Number 17, what are 5 things that you have done that have made you proud? Whether it's an accomplishment, maybe it's something that you did for somebody, maybe something that you did out of your norm, that you maybe put yourself on hold for somebody else, whatever that looks like. Even if it could be something very small, it could be something very big, but don't think that it has to be this big elaborate thing that you won or that you proved yourself and get an award for or anything like that. It doesn't have to be like that. Just 5 things that you are proud of about yourself. Number 18, what bad or unhealthy mindsets or bad habits do you need to break and quit? No more. How are you going to eliminate those, and what are they? Identify those things and put an end to it. Put a period to it right away in your life. Number 19, what are 10 things that make you the happiest? And maybe you are currently lacking them in your life. So write all these down. What are the things that make you the happiest? And think, are they even happening in my life right now? Am I making them happen? Am I in control? And do I have the capability to make these things happen? Write down 10 things that make you your happiest. Number 20, this one's kind of fun. Write yourself a positive advice letter to your future self. This is kind of a cool one because you can seal it up and kind of depend on when you want to open it. So you could leave it open and you can kind of refer back to it and look it over every now and then, or maybe it's one of those things that you just want to seal it up and maybe open it in the next 5 years or 10 years and then see where you're at. Maybe open it to where you label it one day whenever I just don't feel like I can go anymore and I'm struggling and I want to give up. Then that would be the day that you would open up that letter from yourself. Number 21, describe yourself positively in 10 words. So this could be a sentence or 2, but describe yourself positively in 10 words. On the subject of positivity, number 22, what's standing in the way of your happiness and what do you need to do to fix this? Now, positive thinking. Don't refer back to negative thinking. If there's anything that's in your way, what are you going to do to fix it? If something is not giving you life, how are you going to replace it with something that is life-giving? Number 23, what are 5 habits that you want to start for your following month? We're talking good habits, stuff that you want to incorporate into your day-to-day life that you think can improve your everyday life. Number 24, what are 5 flaws that you have accepted about yourself, and how can you look at these flaws in a positive light? So there's things about us, there's niches about us that we have, and maybe it's something that you think is more on the negative side, and that you've accepted this is who I am, and how am I going to look at it as in a positive light, and how am I going to either get better or try to make my bitter into a better, look at it into a positive light. And the last one, write yourself a thank you letter. What are some things that you want to thank yourself for? There's a lot of different instances in our life that we have gotten ourselves out of, maybe that we have allowed somebody to help us out of. We have a tendency to make it very hard to allow other people to help us. So maybe thank yourself for allowing yourself to put your pride down and help and allow that person to help you out of your situation. Maybe it's something that you did on your own. Maybe it's something simple. Maybe it's something big. These things do not have to be huge in your life. So do not think that you have to have this elaborate writing. This is between you, yourself, just you. So nobody else has to see these things. So what do you thank yourself for? The thing about journaling is that nobody else has to see it. it's between you and you only. So collecting journals can be really cool, especially if you have a journal every year. It's really a breath of fresh air whenever you can see that you have made improvements in your life and that you're able to look back from a journal 5 years ago and see that maybe you were stuck at a certain situation and you never thought you were going to get out of it. But then 5 years, fast forward 5 years in the future to future you, that you made it and you're there and you're still standing. And that's the beautiful thing about journaling, is because you can really put pen to paper and see the journey that you're on and how you have overcome a lot of things in your life. Or maybe there's things that you've prayed for and that you can go back and that you can see that those prayers were answered. Or maybe they weren't answered the way that you wanted them to, but they were answered in even a better light that you ever could have imagined. So thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to throw this video out there just so if you did want to start journaling, that you can kind of get a jump start on it and that you can feel a little bit more comfortable doing it. So get these journal prompts started. Get yourself a journal. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I always get my journals from Marshall's or Ross or Walmart, or I mean, you can get them on Amazon, but I think Marshall's is the best prices and they're really good quality, and there's awesome, like just like so many different designs, like so many different types of categories that you can think of. Yeah, so I would suggest Marshall's, and I'm not being biased because that's my favorite store to just walk around hours in, but it is my favorite. So take your time and get yourself a journal that you like, that is appeasing to your eye, that makes you really want to invest in it and keep it around for a long time. So let me know if these prompts have helped you out at all, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe down below, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the videos that I upload. I upload videos every single Friday with a possible bonus video or two, kind of like this one. Go ahead and leave me comments in the comment section below and let me know if any of these journal prompts have helped you, and that if you would like to add to my journal prompts, and if you have any of your own ideas, please put them in the comments below to help out anybody else, especially myself. So go ahead and jump on this journal journey as well, because it is an awesome one and it really is something that is a huge eye-opener, especially when you look back for how far you've come. So thank you for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.